If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them.
It's week 7 of the 2022 season. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Jaguars and the Giants coming up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music.
It's Madden NFL.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lag. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
It's week 7 of the NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger for 1 touchdown pass.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 17 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On 2nd and 7, Lance over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Lance going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Here's Foreman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Giants at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
When you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If pushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for Mixon last week, 24 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, two lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Lance. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A carry for Foreman. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And they'll go for it. Lance. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the... Again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On first down, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Foreman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big moment.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Murray now on first down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Murray now. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To try again after the sack. Lance looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing is Lance on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Lance looks to throw again. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over to that end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll They'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Murray now to throw. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that one complete. He finds Shark. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're
under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there, finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision for this 4th down.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. C.D. Lamb from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Foreman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Lance going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cole Kmet from 19 yards away. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe... made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an...
Touchdown, Giants! Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 8 yards. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Throwing again, Murray. And it's caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. C.D. Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tacked on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Lance now to throw. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson. His first touchdown of the year. And the Giants have made a 3-score game now in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, no, it wasn't necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Ready, break.
On 1st down, Lance.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance. Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film,